trying to find the last place we were at. Alright, let's continue our...
Кажется, что до города подать рукой, но путь не так-то близок. Энергобург. Красивый город. Величественный. Где именно ты жил, Игнат? О, спальный. Лес из металла и бетона. А мы в центре, в старом городе.
I just noticed that the kid doesn't have the mate.
Центр всегда был очень атмосферным. Старые здания в сталинском стиле, только непривычно высокие.
Our main guy doesn't have a...
Мой сын Женька очень любил этот антураж.
He doesn't have a voice. I think they probably like lost the...
Светящиеся рекламные вывески, да постоянный гул разнообразного транспорта.
I think they like... It seems odd in this game that he's not voiced. You have to... I didn't realize who the robot was talking... Well, he was talking to us, but sometimes there would be like no response. And I came to realize that they didn't have the responses of the kid, because he does talk, but you have to read it, and it seems kind of odd, like an odd solution. Instead of doing the silent protagonist, it's like he does answer, you just can't hear it. Which I thought, I mean, it is what it is, but oh look, another cassette tape that I can't do anything with except listen to it. But yeah, I didn't really notice that whole thing. Ugh, itchy nose. Let me go to a lower gear. You gotta know how to. You gotta know a thing or two about a thing or two. There's a television that's been set up on the tree over there. Oh, oh, oh. Wait, where am I supposed to go? Is it this way?
Мы с сыном иногда выбирались на заброшки. Неподалеку есть комплекс старых полигонов. Мы называли их тарелками.
This game does a good job of like making you feel like you're out somewhere, but you're actually in a very linear situation. But it feels like I'm in the forest, right? I don't know. I think I'm going in the right way. The slightly open world areas were like a little confusing though.
Постоянно глох первое время, с трудом трогался. Но потом научился. Навык приходит постепенно. Способный он был.
I think the car healing could go a little faster, if I'm being honest. Like with how long you have to sit in the car to like heal your health slowly goes up when you're in the warm car, but I feel like it could be a little bit just a tinge faster, you know. If you run out of...
Смотри, это же колобок.
You gotta get this really quick.
Автономный курьер. Если его поймать, внутри можно найти что-то полезное. Не переживай.
This is harder to do with the controller than it looks. I'm actually takes quite a bit of skill. have no idea where I'm going. But I'm pretty sure you can't go the wrong way here. The game is very atmospheric. Like, I personally like the car mechanics. I don't know if it'll later on it's gonna open up into a bigger, more open worldy kind of stuff, because that's what the car suggests. But if it keeps going like this Half-Life 2 kind of thing, it's fine with me.
Тоннель. Скоро железная дорога, а там и до города остается совсем немного.
I think it's good that they didn't go for the machine noises. They didn't go for the blah, and more of a metallic sound, because it would have been too obvious to do that blah, you know, like in the World of Wars or whatever, Worlds at War.
Вот они.
I think they had a pretty good solution.
Никто точно не знал. Поговаривали, что раньше здесь проводили какие-то секретные исследования. Еще до радуги. Вроде бы эксперименты с физическими аномалиями. Ой, не к добру это. Зажигание вырубилось.
Okay, so the car is broken
Возможно,
down.
сгорел какой-то предохранитель. Проверь монтажный блок. Здесь он прямо в салоне сверху. Нужно искать замену.
It's convenient that the fuses are right there and not in the engine bay.
Стоит осмотреть сооружение изнутри. Может, будет что-то полезное.
Now, of course, this segment of the game was in the, like, in the demo. And so, most people have already played through this part of it. You know what I just noticed? Well, give me 1 second. It's impossible to line up this window here. Swear to God, sorry about that. There we go. That should be better. You can see my health and everything.
Будь внимателен, впереди лазер. Похоже на мину летучую.
How do I sit down? Oh. So, sorry, I'm just looking at this area right here because I've played through this like 4 times now, and there's something that happens here. Pay attention to this wall. There's nothing there. It's something appears.
Похоже, здесь было чье-то убежище. Зараза. Как ты? Не забудь предохранитель.
Now, the tape you pick up is the... There was, I think they changed this puzzle here. Trying to remember. It was, materials, tapes. I think the tape we picked up was Nobody's Nail Machine by my 1991. But the thing is, to progress, I know the solution to this puzzle. I'm trying to remember though. I feel like that puzzle was expressed differently. There was something that said 1991. Because you cannot progress through this area. See, let me read this really quick. I'm trying to remember. I'm settling in at a new place. This huge concrete complex I've heard about for a long time, but only now I'm here. It's dark and cold inside of... So I'm just trying to... Okay, so it's dark and cold inside, but I've arranged some places, brought in a stove, carpets, other things I could salvage. Now it feels like home here. Finally, I found my favorite audio cassette with a composition, my 1981 among my stuff, a 90s classic. Okay, this is kind of what I mean. This is kind of a criticism. You know, not a huge one, but there's like a lot of puzzles like this where I'll show you. How do I sit down? Okay. Sorry, the controls could not be less intuitive too. Just make the Halo controls. The right bumper for some reason. So the right bumper for some reason is sitting down. It's very unintuitive, and then X is to jump. It's super like unreasonably difficult to remember. So the way to progress through this is there's this there's this safe. The safe gives you a thing to open that door. But the thing is that I picked up a tape over there that said 1981, and there was a thing here that you can read that mentions 1981. That's the answer to this that gives you a thing to open that. But if your battery should have, let's say, run out because you used your flashlight, that can take you out of being able to read this, and so you would never get that clue. Like, you can actually run out of batteries, then you can't read this, so you can't have the answer to this. But then the only way around that, is to go into menus. Like, you would have to know to go in here. You'd have to go into materials. You'd have to go into tapes, and then be like, and then remember that this is the one you just picked up, but you wouldn't know because you probably, right, who's paying attention to, who's going into their menus to check what they just picked up every time. So you wouldn't know that this is the one you just picked up. It might just have that number in there for no reason. It might have it because it's the answer to the thing. But this is what I mean, is this, like, I don't think that's like super... The clue to this should be on like a piece of paper here or something, like, or like over there, not on a thing where the batteries can run out. It's like all the puzzles are like that, where you can like kind of... Did I just... Okay, 1 second. 1991. Alright, so this is what... Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I solved it instantly because I knew the answer, because I played... This is like my 4th time playing through this, but... You know. Oh. Let's open that door.
Помещено 2 целевых объекта из нашей привычной действительности. Электромагнитный прибор, а также биологический организм, испытуемый. введена специальная сыворотка, влияющая на выработку гормонов, а также способствующая крепкому и глубокому сну. Данные условия позволяют добиться максимально возможных результатов эксперимента на текущий момент. Мы выдерживаем определенный интервал времени. Для каждого организма он разный. Спустя несколько минут размещенные на локации приборы начинают демонстрировать аномальные колебания электромагнитных волн. После этого
I have to stop watching that. That's draining my my energy, my battery energy, and I need all my batteries. Whoa. Nice lights. Although those lights aren't producing any light. I don't know if you noticed that. These are. Yes, yes. And I guess they just ran out of lights. I opened the archive hall yesterday. Many items were well preserved. Sorry, I can't read today. Some, or any day, but some documents even survived. But the main thing is that I have a whole box of film reels. They seem to be old chronicles. I'm sure that this place is connected to the rainbow. And the key to how it all began is hidden here. Finally found the key to the next room. The local locking system is very unusual, but it uses metal magnetic blocks. Beautiful items, almost extraterrestrial, but inconvenient and heavy. I've set up a movie projector. I will research the materials I found. Okay, too much text. No one will read it anyway. A kerosene lamp. Pravda magazine. More newspaper.
Мне кажется, или этой двери раньше не было?
This is something interesting, is that this door wasn't here, right? Remember when I mentioned this spot, to pay attention to that spot? The door was not there, which suggests to me that there's some, like, there's something going on in this world that is, like, outside of physical reality, like, they can just sort of manifest things, kind of, like the robots. I'm actually at very low health.
Осторожно,
Yeah,
Игнат.
this is like a boss too, kind of. He's dodging. Finish him off real quick. Oh. I don't like being this low in health. Oh, that's right, okay. Gotta have the thing for the thing. Now the reason I had to go get that is, the reason I couldn't leave, pretty sure they blocked this way off. Yeah, they put a mattress or something, so obviously there's no way to move that. I don't know, I feel like I could move that. I don't know if I like. I don't know if I'm in love with the mechanic where with the whole dying outside. I don't know if this is like the die outside weather. I kind of get it, but there's a part of me where I'm just like, I don't know, that fluffy snow. I don't know. Would I really be dying slowly?
Молодец. Теперь можно двигаться дальше. Игнат, если то сообщение действительно прислал твой отец, как он узнал, куда отправлять весточку? Ты рассказывал, что он отправился добровольцем на фронт, когда все началось. Скоро совсем расцветет. Ты не спал всю ночь. Может, стоит немного передохнуть?
I'm also noticing a lot of like the wooden paganish looking things like with the bears in a kid's courtyard. And then there was a statue of the old whatever thing in front of that building. I wonder if that's just a thing artistic thing that they wanted to do for whatever reason, or if there's like an actual. Chapter 5. Okay. I think I'm just gonna go by chapters. I think I'm just gonna record this via chapters. Maybe. And yeah. I think that's how I'm gonna do it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll pick it up from here.